Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule and teach well, who also tell us this 100% true. Shalom to the whole like this decided back with another quick lesson. And going to this lesson, man, I think I'm going to title this, Have Discernment with Women. All right, not always hate, okay? And pretty much going into this lesson, man, is, I've said the title. It's a balance with I know we always going to, hating on the woman, going into being against Eve, getting on Eve about this and that, the nigga woman, this and that, you know what I'm saying? And it may leave, we got to keep in mind how the younger brothers the younger brothers, they come into this truth, man, this thing of ours, man, because there is a balance to this, man. Some brothers may have ribs at home or women at home and not understanding how to balance things out, all right? Balance and deal with their woman accordingly, because all they hear is hate towards the black woman or whatever woman, you know what I'm saying, they may be dealing with. And you got to understand, man, we always quote the scripture. We always say the scripture. All right, if you have a woman that is pleased to, if you have an unbelieving wife that is pleased to deal with thee, put her not away, right, man? And ultimately, and roughly paraphrasing, ultimately, man, she's happy to deal with you, even although you believe and she doesn't, and she's happy to deal with you. Don't put that woman away. Well, put that woman away. And what you men, you have to understand, man. But there's also a balance to it, man. All right, we're gonna get into some of these scriptures that which a lot of brothers already know, and ultimately, man, you know what I'm saying. You got to be able to discern and be able to balance things out, man. Have a certain I'm looking for the word for it, in which I already said it. But you got to be able to know when to apply the scriptures, man. All right, knowing when to not constantly drilling your woman or constantly being against the woman, because if that's all you can get is if you can only just get the black woman, if you can only just get, if that's your niche, man, don't be, what I'm saying, so against, being against her. And I'm not trying to be long with it. We're gonna get into the scriptures, but not trying to be so against the nigga woman all the time, or not the nigga woman, the black woman, man, all the time, or the, if that's all you can get, man, then that just may be who you get, man. And there's plenty of brothers that's all they get, including myself, and that applies to me too. All right, so I just want to get into some of these scriptures, and we're gonna go over some of these things. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is 1 Peter 3:7. All right, it said, likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge, right, man? Have a knowledge, man. Learning how to deal with your woman according to what knowledge? The knowledge of the scriptures, man. All right, knowing how to filter things out and watching. And hey, man, you got to be able to watch and know what I'm saying, what type of woman you dealing with. Know your woman, man. All right, we got to understand what type of women we're dealing with, man. All right, you got to understand what our women, all right, giving honor unto thy wife, right, man? Giving her some respect, man. It's a balance to it too, man. All right, as unto the weaker vessel. Yeah, man, she's the weaker vessel. So that tells you the level of honor, you giving your woman, man. Understanding that, man, she's gonna go off, man. All right, she might trespass against you. Most likely she will, man. You can't hold her to a high standard or equal standard as you or any other men. All right, you got to understand these are our women. These are the women. She's the weaker vessel, man. All right, such as the same way as understanding Adam and Eve, man. Yeah, Eve was the one, through the woman we all died, of course, man. All right, because of Eve we all died. But man, you gotta understand, man, Adam was held more accountable. Why? Because that's his woman. He knows that she's the weaker vessel, man. All right. You know when to shut things down. We know you love your woman, man, but you gotta know when to shut things down, man. No, man. And primarily, Adam was held more accountable than the woman. All right, because that's his responsibility. Your woman is your responsibility. Y'all learn how to balance things out, man. All right. And as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Right, man. All right. So let's grab some more scripture. Let's go into the story of Adam, man. How Adam and Eve and the serpent were cursed, man. But ultimately, what did the Lord say unto Adam? All right. This is Genesis chapter 3. All right. And we're going to start at verse 17. All right. Well, let's start at verse 16. All right. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow in thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Right, man. The man is supposed to rule over the woman. Okay? All right? Her desires is going to be to her husband, man. Okay? Why? Because she's the weaker vessel, man. She's a helpmate. All right? She's a helpmate. But this is a part of the curse that she's going to have to deal with. And that's if you going, this is all the Lord has said to Eve. But what did he say to Adam, man? He said a lot to Adam. Verse 17, and unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, because you listening to your wife, man. You failed after I just told you really going to listen to her? Right, over me? There's an order, man, you know? All right, the man is the head of the woman. And who's the head of the man? Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai, the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. That is the order, man. But yet, you giving your strength unto a woman. You believe the woman. And look what happened, man. And because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy woman, all right, and hast eaten the tree of which I command thee, saying thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth unto thee. Right, man. And shall eat the herbs of the field. In the sweat of thy face, sweat of thy face, shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground. Right, man. Being hungry, man. It was a time, man, we didn't, it just goes to show, man, Adam really didn't need to eat, man. They didn't really need to eat, man. But, hey, listen to this woman. Look what happened, man. For out of it was thou taken. All right, hey, man, death, man. Death, hey, through the woman we all died. All right? Listening to your woman, man. You gotta, hey, man, balance this thing out, man. And you Israelites, man, you gotta learn how to balance this thing out, man. You gotta filter everything through the scriptures, man. All right? For dust thou art, and out unto dust shalt thou return. Right, man. And hey, man, even if you don't have a woman, but you end up, you know what I'm saying, you want one, you don't understand what type of thing you're getting into. We know the woman, most of these women out here are wicked, man. We know that. But you got to balance it out, man, if you're going to deal with one. All right? There's plenty of men in this truth that have wives, man. All right? They might have found them a wife in this truth. All right? Or they might have had one before the truth. But they didn't necessarily put the woman away or not dealing with the woman. We know what times we in, man. And hey, man, if we're gonna quote or go into Isaiah 4:1 or Isaiah chapter 4 by having multiple women or taking 7 wives, you gotta think about that, man. How are you gonna be able to deal with these women? You gotta have the knowledge. You gotta have to be able to have the balance to filter and deal with these women with the scriptures, man. So it can't be always hate the woman or hate the nigga woman, man, all the time, man. There's a balance to it. Okay? So Proverbs 31:3, give not thy strength unto the woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Right, man. Did not Eve what did Eve do to Adam, man? This is the reason why we have these things, man. This is wisdom, man. Give not thy strength unto a woman. Give her not strength, man. You don't give her everything, man. You got to understand these things, man. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes 26 and 11. Watch over her with a prudent eye. Yeah, watch over her, man. And marvel not if she trespass against thee. Yeah, don't marvel, man. Don't be surprised if she trespass against you, man. Do not be surprised, man. Hey, because she's the weaker vessel. She's bound to go off, man. You gotta understand that, man. All right. This is this is the times we in. These are the type of women we're dealing with, man. I'm not saying give her, let everything slide. I mean, if she goes off and sleep with another man, I'm not telling you to stay with her. That's solely up to you and her, man. But hey, deal with her accordingly to the scriptures, man. You could put her away if you want to if she cheat, man. But hey, man, if she don't cheat and she do something, treacherous, man, you deal with her accordingly, man. Don't be surprised, man. All right? Especially when it comes down to the MOTB. Hey, man, a lot of women are going to turn against a lot of men in this truth, man. They're going to go grab get the MOTB, despite of whatever the husband says, man. All right, you got to understand that. All right, we have plenty of examples, especially at the Crown, the C19, man. All right, there's plenty of women that went against their husband in this truth of ours, man. And in Great Millstone, they went to go get that stab and jab, man. All right. So let's continue on, man. This is Proverbs 14 and 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but a foolish woman plucketh it down with her hands. Right, man. And hey, there's not a lot of wise women out here, man. Keep that in mind. There's a lot of foolish women, man, that are willing, to pluck and destroy their own homes, man. Because, they don't know no better, man. They're the weaker vessel, man. All right? It's not, man, you're not going to run into a wise woman. All right? Let's continue on. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you. Remember, we're under the curses too. We're still under the curses, man. All right? The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. Right, man? These are curses, and we're still under these curses. These are a lot of women, man. A lot of them might, you're going to be dealing with a lot of these women. We're still under the curses. These women, they're gonna have an evil eye towards their husband, man. What happens when that honeymoon phase play out, man? All right, it get played out. Eventually, that woman, she's gonna want to. She ain't gonna want to deal with you. She just feels like, it's time to move on, man, because she's not feeling it anymore. So what you think she's gonna do? She's gonna move on. That's why it says, hey, man, let's go back. Let's go back, man. All right. Ecclesiastes 26 and 11 says, watch over her with a prudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. Yeah, don't marvel, man. All right. You ain't supposed to be giving your whole heart to a woman, man. All right. You got to learn how to balance, man. Deal with her accordingly. Of course, we know you love her, man. Of course, Jay. But hey, man, don't give your all to these women, man. Watch over her. All right. There's a balance to it. All right, let's grab one more scripture. I want to get this in Proverbs 7. And we're going to start at verse 22. All right, and I'm going to end it off in this chapter right here. It says, the simple man go after her, all right, like an ox going to his death, like a roe pulled by a cord. Right, man? A simple man. All right? Don't be so simple, man. A lot of you jakes are simple. Matter of fact, let's jump up, man. All right. Let's jump at verse 1. It says, my son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live. It's like, yeah, let me cut this off. Keep my commandments and live. My law as the apple of thy eye. Bind them upon thy fingers and write them upon the table of thy heart. Yeah, keep these in mind. All right. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister. Yeah, keep wisdom close, man. You keep wisdom close. And call understanding thy kinswoman. Right, man. Keep them close, man. It's family. All right. That they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger, which flattereth with words. For at the window of my house I look through my casement. All right. And behold, among the simple ones I discern among the youth a young man void of understanding. Right, man. A lot of you men are void of understanding, man, of what type of women you're dealing with. All right. Or getting yourself into. That's why, man, to be honest with you, it probably is best not to deal with any woman. But you can't always drill the woman, all right, because you're upset it's not working out, man. All right. Or, they not going to the tune of your beat. All right. She's the weaker vessel. She don't know, man. A lot of these women, you got to be patient with them, man. You know what I'm saying? They just like kids. All right. It says, passing through the streets near her corner, and he went the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark nights. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtile of heart. Right, man. She saw him coming, and she had other plans, man. All right. These women, a lot of these women know how to get men. They know how to get men. All right. But hey, most of them are harlots, man. Let's call a spade a spade. A lot of these women are harlots, man. All right. A lot of them have multiple husbands. Okay. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Right, man. She ain't staying in the house, man. She's outside with it. How they say, she's for the streets. Okay. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. Yeah, she's waiting, man. Just like a whore or a prostitute, man. Okay. She caught him and kissed him. And with an imprudent face, she said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently to seek thy face. And I have found thee. I've decked my bed with covering tapestry, with carved works, with fine lining of Egypt. Right, man. Hey, a lot of these women, they have hey, she knew what to say to this man. All right. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Right, man. It really, ultimately, this woman, she don't know how to control herself, man. And this is most of these women. They don't know how to control themselves, especially if they have liberty to do what the hell they want to do in Esau's kingdom, man. How much more of these women now? Back then, they couldn't really move like this, man. She had to sneak and do this, man. All right, but how much more now these women, man? Come and let us take our full of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with love. Solace ourselves with love. For the good man is not at home. Yeah, her husband, man. He is gone a long journey. Right. She sent them away, man. Or he went away on a long journey, man. These women have time to plan these things out, man. Hey, that's why I say marvel not if she trespass against thee. Hey, man, don't marvel at these things, man, because this is a lot of women. He had taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. Right, this simple man, he's simple, knowing that he's not supposed to fool with this woman. All right, and this is how a lot of men end up dying, man. Trouble. All right, you got rappers like Trouble. All right, you got a lot of rappers that deal with married women. You got a lot of men out here that deal with, are simple, man. These are simple men, knowing that these women have husband at home and falling for the bait, man. Okay, he goeth after her straightways as an oxen goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stock. Right, man. And ultimately, man, yeah, we talking about a woman that's out there like that. But hey, man, a lot of you men are simple men. A lot of a lot of you cuff these type of women, not filtering it through the scriptures, man. And yet a lot of men believe that every woman is like this. And most women, a lot of women, yes, most women are like this. But there's some women out there that's not like this, man. And most of these women that men look for don't come outside like that, man. All right. So continuing on, till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird has hasted to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Right, man. All right, listen, man. All right. Hey, man, this man could have been set up for death. He could have died. And ultimately, man, we don't know if he did. It's just, a story. But ultimately, man, all right, he was set up, man. All right, being simple. All right, and you men out there, don't be so simple, man. All right, filter and learn how to balance and deal with these women, man. All right, she is the weaker vessel, so don't marvel or don't be shocked if she turn against you or trespass against you, man. Okay, so it's a balance to it, so you can't always be hate the woman. She's the weaker vessel, man. All right. So with that being said, Lord willing, I hope this is truly edifying. Shalom.